Happy Monday. How you going? Woo. Oh my God, I had such a restful weekend. I did proper fuck all, like fuck all with a cape, proper, not much at all, just sat around doing not much. It was heaven. And then I'd kind of think, oh, I might eat something. And then halfway to eating, I'd think, no, I might sit down. And then I'd sit down and then I'd think, oh, I might eat something. And then I'd, go and do something else and just potted, did jobs. I cleaned out my dressing room. I have a rather large dressing room. It's kind of gone from a wardrobe to a collection now. I have such a collection. I just fucking love clothes. And so anyway, I've just bought my 5th rack into the space and it's a bit jammed up. But anyway, I got everything off the floor, which was quite a big deal. So that was my weekend. And now I'm in Auckland and I am running a workshop today, which is beautiful. And I've got 60 or 70 very clever chicks learning about personal power. Whew, that's one of my favourite things to do, right? Just spending time teaching people how to be more powerful in their lives. And especially these women, because they are, and I say women, there could be some blokes, I don't know, but, they're executive assistants. And so they're basically in charge of a lot. They're running their families, they're running their executives' lives. They're really important cogs in a corporate wheel, doing really big shit. And they're just holding so much, like a really heavy basket, So spending time with them is gorgeous. And they get a whole day. And I think a whole day for them to think about themselves is such a gift. And I love that their companies invest in them and send them to this event. The event's called Think Tank. It's on Think Tank Media runs it. And it's on every year. It's amazing. So anyway, that is the workshop I'm running all day today. And then tomorrow we have a conference with some very cool speakers. I think Karen Walker's opening it, the fashion designer, and then Alexia Habatudo is speaking in the afternoon, and she's one of my favourite New Zealand women. I love that girl. So I'm excited to be in a room with her. And then the gorgeous Carolyn Safoy, who I got to meet a long time ago at this event, actually gets to speak about, because she's an EA and she's had loads of experience and she helps other EAs be better. And now she gets to be on stage. And I love it that I get to meet someone as a little them and then they turn into big them and I get to see them as big them. Isn't that lovely? I love that. It happened to me in Perth. A guy who I got to work with who came up to me 6 years ago at an event and went, oh my God, I want to be you when I grow up. I want to be a speaker. And I went, yeah, you can do it. And I helped him and did some work with him. And 6 years later, he was emceeing the event I'm at. Isn't that cool? Just love watching. I love it when you get to watch a little caterpillar turn into a butterfly. So that's cool. So that's, so Tuesday swishing around at a conference, quite enjoyed it. Then Wednesday, I have a very big planning day. Michaela and I have a very large day, which is our 2025 planning day and all the things we're going to get in, and I need to really prioritise myself a lot more in 25 than I did in 24 because I made a commitment in 24 to write the energy book and to really push that book out into the world, and have done 24 live events, which is amazing just for the book. And then on top of that, done another bloody 30. So it's been a fucking big year, just quietly. Been massive. A lot of travel, a lot of work and a lot of effort, lots of interviews and podcasts and all the stuff that comes, all the heavy lifting that comes with birthing a book. So I'm not really into work-life balance. I don't really believe in it, but I am into work-life integration. And I think that's where your work integrates with your life. So it's like, for me, in our calendar, it's like, what are our goals for Michaela and I separately and together, for each other and for the business? And what do I want for her? What does she want for me? I love that. And then what do we want to achieve on a business level and on a financial level? And so we get a whole day of planning, which is going to be just yummy. And then it's like, okay, how can we make that happen and breaking it down? And then I like to look at, and unashamed plug here for my purpose planner, because the purpose planner really helps me look at the whole year and go, right, what do I want and when, and which months are already looking heavy. Got so many inquiries for 2025 at the moment and pencil out dates that if they all come off, Jesus, it's a lot, but it's fun. So anyway, we've got lots of that to do. I like to go through and take out all my family birthdays and put in any key dates for holidays and things like that so that I've got those in. I think you've got to get your big rocks in your jar first. So we'll be putting the big rocks in, and then we'll be working around that, like what are the things we want to achieve around the rocks. So that is Wednesday. Oh, and then I'll finish that off with a little personal training appointment, a little bit of bending the knees and swinging on a rope. That's what I'll be doing, just to look after my ankle mobility. And so that's quite exciting. And then I'm running a leadership masterclass on Thursday, but that's on Zoom, so that's quite nice. I quite like that Zoom touches up my appearance and I can yabber away behind in the safety of my slippers. I'll be delivering in the safety of my slippers. And then on Friday, I've got a new client that I'm mentoring, and we're going to spend like a half day getting really clear on his plan, like his big overall plan, like really busking it all. I love the idea of scoping out and mapping out a whole plan and what do you want to achieve and how are we going to do that. And so pretty much doing a planning day as a kickstart. We're going to spend the next 12 months working together, making his business better. And we're going to spend a couple of hours together on Friday, which is nice. And we get to do that live. So that is beautiful. We're going to be live together. He's going to come to my office and we're going to spend 2 hours nussing a plan. I love a plan, and I love helping people to create plans in their business worlds. I do a lot on Zoom and I do a lot in person. I love the in-person, but because you get to sit and just really pull everything apart and look at it. And I'm really big on drawing, so I like to draw all those things out. And then I'm going to Wellington to pick up my beautiful friend Callum, who is coming to stay. And if some of you are in the Energy Club, you will have heard Callum. I interviewed Callum on my Energy Club podcast, and he is an extraordinary human, a beautiful, beautiful human who's all about how to embrace difference. And I love it. He's really big in neurodiversity and sort of the hidden diversities of people and how we can use those as strengths. And he's got a magical mind, and I get to hang out with him this weekend. How lucky am I? So that to me is about life integration. Like so this last week I was in New Plymouth and I had my friend Sally with me, and she's one of my dearest friends, and we laughed and shrieked and we have so much in common, and we got to go to our favourite, we both love, the Len Lai Gallery in New Plymouth. And so whenever I think of New Plymouth, I think of Sally. And so I got to take her, and she came and was a lovely little book bitch and helped me at my event, because we had over 100 people in New Plymouth at the event, which was amazing. And I need help with those events. But rather than hiring someone I don't know, I would rather hire a friend, like have someone there who adds to my energy. And so that's the integration piece. Like, how can I combine an event I'm doing in New Plymouth with one of my greatest friends? How can I combine a planning session with someone that I love or a location that I love? And just like this week, I'm staying in Auckland, and because Coldplay's on, and so all the accommodation's out, and I'm like, I would rather pay more and stay somewhere really that I feel comfortable in energetically than somewhere shitty, because sometimes you stay in shitty accommodation and it may not be, I sound like a bit of a princess, it's not necessarily bad, but the quality of the bed's not that good. Like, it's a bit of a hard little boxy square fucking bed, and then the walls are really thin, so you hear the next person next door sneezes, you hear sirens all the time because they're right on busy roads. All of that really matters, and it doesn't matter if you're in a hotel once a month, but when you're in a hotel 4 nights a week, it really matters. So I am a wee bit, and I don't apologise for the fact that I'm a bit princessy about my accommodation, because it's so important that I'm rested and I'm comfortable and I feel energetically good in the building I'm in. And like, last week I was in Adelaide, and then I got into the room and there was a microwave on the coffee table, and I'm like, what am I flatting? Like, what the fuck is this? Oh my God. Instantly my bum went tight, and I went, I don't like this place. I don't like this. I don't like the fact that there's a microwave on the coffee table. So what that says to me is I added the microwave later, and it was a pretty average place. And it was a good idea, like, because, there's so much goes into it, doesn't it? Like, it was across the road from where I was delivering, which is really smart. And obviously that's why I was there. But the impact of being in a shitty space, I'm like, oh. And then I felt yucky. I'm really, really big on my environment, and my environment's so important to me. And some people don't care about their environment, and other people, their environment's really smart. And I was working once in Auckland with my friend Cam, And he was like, where are you staying? And I was like, oh, I'm staying at the Hilton. And he's like, I had a look at it. It's like $380 a night. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm not staying there. I'm not wasting money. And then I said, where are you staying? And he's like, oh, I'm staying at the Backpackers. And it cost him $40. And he turned up in the morning and went, I'm $340 better off than you. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, but my energy is $700 better than yours, or better than mine would have been. Actually, not better than his, but just better than mine would have been, because if I'd have stayed in a Backpackers in a communal room with other people snoring and burping and farting and shared bathrooms, and oh, fuck that. It's just not how I am. Just not who I am. So it's important to know yourself, isn't it? So there you go. I'm staying at a lovely hotel and I'm very happy. And I'm about to go and delight. I'm going to be the fucking sunshine today for all these women, and I cannot wait. So you have a lovely day and think about something that you can do that would improve your energy. Is it something on your desk? Is it something in your house? Is it, I don't know, something nice? Drinking out of a beautiful teacup, sitting in a beautiful space, maybe just going and having a coffee at the most beautiful space you can think of. I love that. I really love that. It's beautiful. I love looking in beautiful spaces. I always go to like the most amazing hotels and just sit in the lobbies when I'm overseas and just order a coffee and just watch people. And it makes me really happy. And I love the service and I love the level of care. You know, that shit really, it makes me happy. Right. Happy Monday. Get planning. Get your week organised. Love ya. Bye.